Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Taylor Jones, and for those who watched my recent video, Negroes Are Scared of Revolution by The Last Poets, thank you so much for listening to the poem, my recital, my take, my cover, whatever you call it. But really, though, it's been some hard times in the world today. Of course, like Black Eyed Peas once sung, people killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Would you practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? I mean, in times like this, we gotta find out where the love is. So for this YouTube video I'm about to do right now, it will be based on violence, the history of it, and why it keeps going rapid. When you hear the word violence, what does it really mean to you? Because people get cranky based on what you said or what you do. People are jealous and they really can't stand you taking their shine. It's going to take more than Eric Breed and Tupac Shakur to say, you got to get yours. I got to get mine. You got to get yours. Just say, I got to get mine. We've been in this position once before, and we've been there again and again. It just doesn't make sense, especially when it comes to dealing with anger, hatred against each other, when we used to be family and friends. A lot of betrayal, a lot of issues like money and how life turns out can be the worst. I even mentioned this in a song. Well, actually, I wrote a song, and the lyrics said that we're stuck in the devil's curse. What on earth is the devil's curse? And what do you mean we're stuck in it? Well, this is America. And all we do is slip and slide and get involved with evil deeds and get stranded by it, and we get in it. In what? A lot of issues that made us become something that we're not. Murderers, haters, player haters, gangbangers, racist people, and of course, the so-called stupid word of the generation for women, and that is thoughts. Now, you know good and doggone well we were just having a good time, just keeping it real. But like back in the days when somebody loses a game, all they want to do is murder, 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 and kill, kill, kill. We used to fight with fists, but now we fight with bricks. We fight with sticks. And now we load our clips. And I've been thinking, because people nowadays, they already know the phrase, you can run, but you can't hide. Especially when you're dealing with 3 types of violent acts. Killing acts, such as suicide, homicide, and genocide. Suicide, when you kill yourself, all because you couldn't stand the life that you live. The world was too much for you. And like the war once sung, the world is a ghetto. But is it really? Don't you know exactly how easily misled you are to come home after a bad day? You got on people's last nerves. You go inside the closet, find a pistol, load it up. No, you're going to keep one bullet in the chamber like Russian roulette. Put it to your head, put it in your mouth, put it on your heart. Pull the trigger. Now you're dead. You know it's a shame how life has turned out. Kids killing themselves after being bullied. But it's worse than that. Homicide, homie. When one man killed the other. And even Criss Cross made a song that was entitled Shame, as in it's a shame how the world is going. And they were right. Especially when they said, I advise you all to watch out for the game, because the game ain't nothing but a shame. What game? The games we play? Like shoot 'em up, stick 'em up, cops and robbers. It just got worse. I mean, listen to Biggie. He made a song called What's Beef, and it goes like this. What's beef? Beef is when you use two gas to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Beef is when you make your enemies start your Jeep. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. And of course, we had too many beefs that's been so violent, so bitter, so brutal that we end up seeing both individuals that were beefing with each other end up dead. Tupac and Biggie, that's one example. And of course, this is not Romeo and Juliet all over again. Because Romeo and Juliet, they were like two rival gangs, rival crews, which later became a black on black crime thing. The Bloods and Crips. And believe me, homicide is worse than that. Now we're in number 3, genocide. When one man kills a crowd, hundreds, thousands, maybe 50. It happened for a while. School shootings, Sandy Hook. Let's not forget about the individuals that died in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, more like a war zone in Vegas. Nobody's safe. And the killer that killed all those individuals committed suicide so that way he could not face jail time. But you know good and doggone well, homie, suey, and genocide are not a good sign of life. Now, I lost a couple friends, and I'm not happy about it. Some were suicide, others were homicide. But goodness gracious, can't we just stop for a minute? Ask ourselves, man, what in the world is wrong with our children nowadays? What is wrong with our parents? What is wrong with everybody that has the audacity to buy a gun, to get a knife? Even in prison, they shank people to death. For instance, Snoop Dogg, he once said on Murder Was the Case, people stare as I enter the center. They sent me to a level, 3 yards. That's where I stayed. Late night, I'm hearing toothbrushes scraping on the floor. Negroes getting their shanks just in case the war pops off. Because you can't tell what's next. My little homie Baby Boo took a pencil in his neck. And he probably won't make it to C22. I put that on my mama. I'm going to ride for you, Baby Boo. Please think about it. Think about all the tears that you've cried because someone you knew that passed on because of violence. Think about all the people you want to chase and put an end to. Like, instead of thinking about putting them to his or her deathbed casket, why not put them behind bars? Of course, we were in a position a long time ago that we do not snitch. But if you was a Christian, you would think on the other side of things, like you would pray for the family, through bereavement, loss of loved ones. Still thinking about Kasha Brooks. I'm still thinking about Octavius Cook. Still thinking about Titus Middlebrook. I went to school with them. They all graduated from Milan. 2 killed themselves. 1 was killed by another man. And it really, really sucks. And of course, Anaya Bryson, another victim, another black victim, put to death. It just makes me sick. It makes me mad. It really irks me that black on black crimes and violence period is getting out of hand, and it's getting worse. If we were parents, we ought to tell our kids, whoever they got beef with, you probably need to put an end to this right now and leave them alone. Well, what about them leaving your kids alone? Why are we scared to tell the truth? Why are we scared to let the police know what's going on? Because some individuals are not down with the truth. They're not down with making the world a better place. They're not down with stopping the violence. We've seen it in hood movies. We've seen it in too many movies, period. Mafia movies, biopics. Jamal Gravy Woolard had to play Biggie. Demetrius Shipp had to play Tupac. And of course, it takes more than a movie role to show exactly what life is going on. It takes more than lyrics, rap lyrics, to talk about what's going on the streets. Ever since The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. But what was the first rap song that talked about death? Besides Fast Life by Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, the word is out. The word is out. The world is not getting any better. And of course, the world is getting slanted to the point where we are upside down, taking our lives for granted. And we don't like it one bit. Violence is getting out of hand, and it needs to stop now. Matter of fact, I used to think about old songs. Like, for instance, Marvin Gaye. He started keeping it real ever since he did Mercy, Mercy Me. He did the Inner City Blues. Make me wanna holler when they do my life. Oh, make me wanna holler when they do my life. Or What's Going On. And Timmy Thomas, who was later sampled by Drake for the Hotline Bling, in which Sam Smith, the same Sam Smith that brought you Stay With Me, 'Cause You're All I Need, he covered that song. Hotline Bling, that is. But the song Timmy Thomas once sung in the 70s, everybody wants to leave together. Why can't we live together? Because we got different mindsets. Some are positive, some are negative. Why can't we see things eye to eye? Why can't we just put our guns down? Stop packing gats. Put your 9 away. Think about all the people that you know and all the deceased friends and individuals that you knew. It's like if their ghost, if their soul came to you right now, instead of being a nightmare, it's gonna be like a reminder. Like, no, man, please, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. This is not you. Let it go. And for the deceased victims, I'm really disappointed why they have to be so young, have to be so innocent. Because in the world today, nobody's innocent because we have been prejudiced. No. We have been racially profiled. We've been judged by other folks to the point that the people who are judging us, want to see us get killed. I wish they drink bleach and die. Like that time when one teenage girl told a teenage boy to kill himself, and he did it. And all of a sudden, she got in trouble. She went to trial. And she was white. Look, it doesn't matter what race, what age, and what gender you are. When you know it's wrong, you need to stop that. Violence is not the dang answer at all. And if you don't believe me, why don't you ask my father if you know him? Which I never tell you about him. Because some things you got to keep to yourself. Nobody wants to know who you are. They don't want to know where you're from. All they want to know is why you on YouTube? What are you talking about? Well, think about it. If you was in a casket right now, what would be the first thing your mind would say? Nothing, because it's already too late. Because you were in the wrong place in the wrong time, which was an old catchphrase. But some catchphrases, they're not true all the time. Don't believe in what the man wants you to believe. Believe in what you should believe. If you believe that violence is wrong and you need to stay away, do it. Prove it. Get out the streets. Stay away from them. Stay away from the ghetto. Stay away from the hood, the projects. Even the suburbs can turn out weird. No, not weird. Violent. Based on how many people you deal with. Because racism, it never stops. Violence, it never stops. But one day we will make it stop. And it's going to take more than We Are the World. It's going to take more than Where's the Love. Because this is America. Don't get you slipping now. Look what I'm gigging now. Wait, what? No, that don't make sense. But you know what I'm referring to. Childish Gambino's song, This Is America. And it's still catchy. And it's still got people wondering, wait, why are we doing this? Stop the violence. Don't you know how stupid the world is getting if we don't put our foot on the ground, plant our feet on solid ground, frown, and say, this has got to stop. We need to stop the violence. We need to love each other. And we need to brighten the future of the children, especially when they're newborns, because there will be some newborn children. And for us parents, it's all on us to make the right decision and tell them what's right and what's wrong. Because violence, I'll be darned if I'm going to let a bullet place in the young kid's life, mean, in the young kid's body, when you know he or she had nothing to do with anything that the gangbangers are up against. Do you think gangbangers have the audacity to say they're sorry for killing a little individual? Do you think they have the audacity to say sorry for killing an elderly citizen? I mean, take a look around you. Red, white, and blue. In the red, white, and blue, USA, but it's not just USA only. It's the entire world. The devil's got us all caught up. It's a dog eat dog world. Murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. It's all about the money. It's all about power. It's all about respect on whose gun is the strongest, the biggest, who got the quickest trigger fingers. We talking about Magnums, 357s, Smith & Wessons, Colt 1911s, and AK-47s, Tech 9s, Uzis. People get sprayed with bullet holes in their system. People turn into bowling balls, human versions of bowling balls. People become the next voodoo dolls. We even become dolls which you can tear apart from limb to limb, arms to arms. Stop that, man. Stop the violence or end up dead. Kill or be killed? No. Not on my watch. Not on your family's watch. Not on everybody's watch. Because if you kill somebody, you wasting your time. You wasting your own life. Either death, mostly hell instead of heaven, especially if you don't get your life straightened out, or you get locked up for life, 25 to life, death row. You know, violence, it's been rapid for generations, and we just don't know why we can't stop. It's like an addiction. I would tell that to y'all on a daily basis. Cain killed his brother Abel. For what? Was he jealous? Was he tired of Abel getting all the respect for doing something good? I don't want to be a murderer. You don't want to be a murderer neither. So why are you wasting your time with that gun in your hand when you know you could probably just put it down, throw it in the river, or throw it in the fire and let the weapons burn? Because the only weapon that I would use is my mind, because my mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yours is too. Education is the key. Life is too dang precious to waste. And the more you think about making some changes, making amends, ending the beef before it gets too deadly, then you have to make peace right now. So, with all that being said, this is yours truly, Taylor Jones, letting you know that y'all need to cease the violence, cease and desist it. Because I don't want any other family members, friends, or individuals to be buried 6 feet underground, and nobody gets to do a thing about it. We're sick and tired of letting criminals get away with murder. That's not the way of the world. That's not the way the game goes. Because after you get killed, it's game over. Stop all that right now. With all that being said, if you like what you're hearing, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And there will be more in stores. Yours truly, Taylor Jones, signing out.